me repeating and trying to redo this video, I'm just going to continue on the second video here. So you're going to have a little bit of an insert of an introduction from one video, and then I'm just going to continue with this video. So as I was saying, this is where I'm at on this project, and you can see I'm close to what that design looks like. Is it perfect? Again, no. I'm not looking, I'm looking for the perfection enough that I'm happy with it. I'm not the expert. I'm just somebody who just loves to be busy, to stay focused, to have some kind of project in my hand. And yes, as you have seen, I multitask. So I have to do something constantly all the time. That keeps my day going, that keeps my mind fresh and focused, relaxed, and stress-free. And I have to just keep going, plus trying to do my normal job of where I'm working at. So here we go. I'm just going to do a little bit of this on camera just to show you, and then I'll show you the knitting portion a little bit and then the purl portion. But right now I'm going to show you this row where it's knit two together and then yarn over stuff and all that. So let me see if I can get a little closer in here so you can see. Again, I am not an expert. I am just on this level of being comfortable enough to do this online or on a video. So right now, right-handed, I do English style. I cannot do continental style. I'm just not coordinated just to do that. I don't know what it is, but I tried many times to try to teach myself on the slow version of it, and I'm not comfortable doing that. So I'm used to crocheting so much, I do everything with my right hand. I have my needle coming underneath from the front here. This is how I knit. So I'm going to knit. Let me look at my row here so I make sure I'm doing this correctly. I'm going to knit three together, so not three together. I'm just going to knit 3 stitches. So there's my first stitch. Yarn over here, that's my second stitch, and then yarn over, that's my third stitch. So there are 3 knit stitches. Now I'm going to do a yarn over. I'm going to knit 1. I'm going to yarn over again, and this is where I'm going to be doing knit 2 together. So you got 2 stitches here, and sometimes it's very tricky, so I'm going to try to do this on camera and stay in focus. I'm going under those 2 front legs of the stitches and try to get really under those 2 front legs of those stitches. Alright, so there I am. If you can see, I'm under the 2 legs. Yarn over. That is my first knit 2 together. Take the next 2. Again, try to get underneath both legs. Yarn over. That's my second knit 2 together. Again, try to get under the front 2 legs. Double check yourself. Make sure you're not snagging or anything on the bottom stitch. Yarn over. There's my third one. And then the last one, again, just try to wiggle your knitting needle that you have it. Look, make sure there's nothing snagging. Yarn over, there is my 4, knit 2 together. And it can get a little tight. Now the next part of this is a yarn over, knit 1, and you got to do it 3 times. So yarn over, knit 1. First one. Yarn over, knit 1. My second one. Yarn over, knit 1. That's my third one. Now they want you to do a yarn over again, and then you're back to that repeat of a pattern. You're going to knit 2 together 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let me get it there. and 4. See, I'm snagging, so I got to pull out and make sure I'm under just the front 2 legs. And there's my 4th one. And if you always wanted to double check yourself, if you're following a pattern or know how to read a pattern, I knitted 3, then I yarned over, knit 1, yarn over. And then here's 1, 2, 3, 4 knit togethers. And you can see I did snag a little bit of a thread there, so worry about that. Yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 3, yarn over, there's 1, and there's, oh wait, hold on, if I did that right, hold on, let me backtrack again, knit 3, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then knit 2 together, so 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 3, yarn over. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 knit togethers. Now I'm back to the yarn over, knit 1, 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, and then go back to the repeat. So I'm going to do the remainder of this off camera, and then I'll show you what I do after. Okay, I'm at the section where I wanted to show you that when you get to an odd situation towards the end here, I just did my yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1 3 times and have an extra yarn over. Now I'm back to the knit 2 together, and you see I don't have as many stitches. So what I'm going to do here, let me back on camera here, I'm going to knit 2 together, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to knit, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. Let me make sure I do this right. So 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then knit the last 3 stitches. It balances itself out. I don't know how, with the way this pattern is written, but I wanted just to share that with you. So again, I'm doing the last few stitches here. Let me get myself where I'm supposed to be at. So I did the yarn over, and then there's my knit 2 together, that's 1. Knit 2 together is 2. Knit 2 together is 3. I'm going to yarn over, knit 1. So I got to knit another one like that. Yarn over, just knitting 2. So I had 3, 2 together, and then yarn over, knit 1 3 times. Yarn over, and knit the last 3 stitches. Okay. And there is, and again, my pattern, it alternates. I don't care. It's my scarf. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of it and really getting used to knitting again and try to at least better myself with knitting. So the next 2 rows, and I'm going to do this off camera, is I'm going to just knit across. So you're going to have your working yarn in front, and you're just going to knit across. I'm going to do 2 rows like that, and when I get to the purl, I'll show you just a few stitches of purling straight across, but I have a salvage edge where I knit the first 2 stitches, and then I'll show you that. Right now, oops, I'm too close. Right now I'm just knitting across, as you can see, just knitting all the yarn overs, the 2 togethers, and just coming up with a clean row of just knit stitches. So again, I'm going to pause this, and I'll come back when I start doing the purl. So I decided just to do 1 row right now because again, working on an old camera phone or an old phone with my camera keeps blinking out on me. I'm just going to go ahead and start this purl row, and then I'll backtrack and do 2 more knitting rows, another purl before I start this little section down here again. Again, I'm just playing around. How it turns out, we're going to see. It may turn out pretty decent. It may turn out crummy. I'm not going to worry about it. Again, it's my scarf. So when I was talking about doing the pearl row, I do a salvage edge. So my salvage edge is I do knit 2, and as you see, I caught a little bit of a hiccup there. So again, you got to make sure you're in front of that leg. So I'm going to yarn over and knit 1 and knit 2. So when you're knitting, your working yarn is always in the back. Now I'm going to start purling. This is where you bring your working yarn to the front. Okay? So knitting, yarn, working yarn in the back, purling, knitting yarn, or the working yarn in the front. This time, instead of going in this direction, you're going to come this direction. Okay? You're coming behind that front leg. Then you're going to take your yarn over, and this is a purl. Now this is what I learned, this is the concept I follow. There's many different ways of doing things, especially if you're a continental knitter. So again, I'm working back from behind the leg. And I'm sorry if I'm in and out of focus. So again, I'm coming from the back, okay? The back of the leg. Now I'm going to do the rest of this off camera till I get to the end, and then I'll show you how I switch back to knitting the last 2 stitches. So if you give me a second, I'll be returning. Okay, I'm down to my last 3 purl stitches, so I wanted to do this on camera. Again, working yarn in front. Now let me clarify something. When I said crummy, if it's not perfect, again, I'm not worried about it. Alright, I did my last purl stitch, so let me focus on what I'm supposed to be doing here. Since my last purl stitch, I got 2 stitches left. I'm going to put my working yarn in the back again and do my last 2 knit stitches. So going back to my definition of crummy. When I'm saying crummy, I mean if my piece is off somewhere. So far, it looks like it's pretty decent. Let me see if I can get a little closer. I think it's looking pretty good. Again, I'm not following the pattern to quite to the T. I'm just playing around, again, making sure I'm doing my basic stitches and all that. So if it comes to, is it going to be perfect? No. I'm not looking for perfection right now. I'm looking to refresh my skills in this. I'm looking to be comfortable enough. So when I do future projects, I can get on camera and say, this is what we're doing. I want to share with you my experience. And when I have hiccups, I try to leave those hiccups or those, oops, I made a mistake kind of thing in my videos so we can learn. I'm learning. I'm still learning. And that's the only way to make and improve whatever skill you're working on. Whether it's drawing, whether it's working with yarns, whether it's beading, whether it's sewing, whatever your craft is, there's always going to be a hiccup, a oops, or whatever. And that's the way we better ourselves. We learn. We go back and say, oh, okay, not to do it this way. I should take it to this way, or do it this way. Change up. Look back at your work. There's always something that you can focus and see, okay, I see what I made, where I made the mistake at. And that's the best way of learning. Hands-on learning. If somebody else makes a mistake, don't go and be negative on them. They're learning. Just like we're showing everyone, if you're new to this, you have to learn. Nobody is perfect. I never heard of anybody being perfect. There is no such thing as the word perfect. It's just a phrase. We're all learning. We all have our own little levels and different levels of creativity, of learning, of getting to where we want to be at. Be you. Don't be something that somebody's trying to make you into. Be yourself. Take your time. Learn. That's how we grow. And as a community, that's why I want to grow with you. I want to share. If you have tips or you have techniques or if you have a question, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I look forward and welcome your comments as long as you stay positive on your comments, on your feedback, because I will not tolerate negativity against me or anyone else that is following me. I want this to be a great community. I want us all to learn no matter what the level of our skill is. I want us all to come together as one. This would be a great way, you want to make friends or you just want to have a companion in the craft you're doing, just to say hi, good morning, anything. But it has to stay positive. That's all I'm asking. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share the video. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I look forward to our next conversation. Everyone, you have a fabulous day. Take care now.